even like talking about things like going back to colonialism, and even like the news about the residential schools coming up, and how people have acted, look at Hitler with World War II and whatever, and all the instances that we could pull up, people doing destructive things, trying to get rid of others, world domination, trying to dominate. I think domination is inherently human, and how that manifests for you. The power. Some people it's power over their own lives. Some people it's power over the world. But I'll say this. So I'm sure you've heard of the Harvard monkey study.
No, go ahead.
Okay, so essentially, these Harvard researchers, they had a bunch of monkeys like in this tank, and in the middle of the tank was like a ladder, and there were bananas on top of the ladder. So as soon as one monkey tried to climb up the ladder, the researchers would spray the rest of the monkeys with water. So when the monkey came back down the ladder, the monkeys would beat the shit out of the one monkey who tried to go up. And after so many times of a monkey trying to go up and get the bananas and the rest being sprayed, no monkeys would go up the ladder. So they took one of the monkeys out, replaced him with a new monkey. The new monkey tried to go up the ladder, and before he could even go, they beat the shit out of the new monkey. So let's say there are 6 monkeys. They replaced monkey 1 with monkey 7. So they took monkey 2, replaced him with monkey 8. Monkey 8 tried to go up, they beat the shit. And they kept doing this until all the monkeys were replaced from the original experiment. And they would still beat up anybody who would try to go up the ladder without even knowing what the consequence was.
Without being sprayed ever.
Yeah, without being sprayed, without ever having them try to go up the ladder. And I think that's how a lot of humanity's played out, in terms of when people talk about like these conspiracy theories, and I'm a huge tinfoil hat, so to me it just sounds like it makes sense. But like when people talk about stuff like that, and we look at, people talk about, the systems today are broken, I'm not necessarily sure, unless you have like a really inept leader like Brian Pallister or some shit. I'm not so sure there, like you said, there are like these evil people pulling this. Everybody's in on it. Like all these government officials, I think they're just
conditioned
to continue and conditioned to stay the course without thinking about it too much and being like, no, this doesn't make sense, right? Like let's say you're a medical professional in the Manitoba provincial cabinet, and you're like, well, I don't know, this doesn't make sense. But like, dude, people could be dying. Yo, dude, the rest of them think this way. Look, the WHO thinks like this. Do you want to be the one fucking idiot who goes out of line? They'll be like, no, hell no. And then they become a same messenger who says that, right? And every other way, the church, with priests, with bishops, with deacons, it all becomes the same thing. If you do this, you're going to go to hell. I mean, when you're leading with fear anyways, you don't want to get beaten up by the other monkeys climbing the ladder. If you step out of line, if you lead with fear, that's how they create the compliance. Sorry, go ahead. I'm kind of rambling now.
No, that's fine. You lost me when you gave an example about a medical professional.
I saw you lose it in your eyes, but I was like, I'll get him back with the church.
I'm like, yeah, you just get back to. No, I'm just joking. I have massive respect for healthcare professionals. I don't think they would risk their God knows how many years of education to say something that they don't believe in. But yeah, I do believe, I don't understand the concept. I don't believe in the concept of big brother, of somebody pulling the strings. I think people, there's a chance that people just might be dumb,
Yeah.
You statistically speak.
That's true.
And that's the reason these things are happening. And yeah, people are conditioned because they've been rewarded or they've been punished, and that's why they're doing these things. And 100%. And that's how you control people. It's just a massive cult. Everything is just a massive cult. You're just getting conditioned to do things. That's how socialization works, though, right? That's how the society works.
Yeah.
We just get punished for not following the regulations and law, and then that's how we move forward. But we just have to understand and put some lines for ourselves too.
Yeah, and social media,
critical thinking.
And social media works like that too. Obviously, you know that more.
100%. Social media, internet. That's the way internet works. The way internet works is to just feed you what you already believe in.
Yeah, and feed you what's going to keep you on the internet.
Yeah,
whether it keeps you
just
angry.
Feed that narrative. Just feed that narrative and keep going.